Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming a video which is actually about GCSEs. So as some of you may know if you watch my GCSE videos, I did GCSE Philosophy / RS. I'm naming this video RS because I know most people do the RS exam and it is called RS on the timetable thing. So when I was doing GCSE I was doing EDEXCEL exam board. I know some of you will be doing AQA but some of this will apply. My target grade was a 7 and I got a 9, so I'm going to be telling you how I achieved that 9 and the tools that I used and everything like that. So if you want to watch that, then let's get into the video. Obviously, in order to get a 9, you need to do the work. So these are my books. I've kept them because my little brother is doing his GCSEs next year. So, well, he's starting his GCSEs next year, so I thought if he's doing RS, these will come in handy. We did all of ours in order, and we did little sheets and things, and like, let me show you an example. So this was one of my pages on ethical theories. These were like questions and stuff. I kept my books very neat, so what I would recommend is keeping them neat, keeping them organised, having little diagrams and things, highlighting key bits and bobs, just so you know like what's important, because then you can go back to it really easily, like highlight definitions, highlight things like that, because that's the stuff you're going to need to know. So how I learned things like that, so like definitions, names of places, names of things. Obviously if you're learning about Islam, you're learning about different cultures, different language, so you're learning in Arabic, I think it is. Sorry if I got that wrong. So yeah, you're going to need to know different definitions, and even in Christianity there's things like what does adultery mean, or what does this thing mean. So if you want to know that, I would use Quizlet, so I'll put a picture somewhere around here. Quizlet is basically this app or a website that you use, and it's like flashcards, but it's virtual flashcards. So if you want my Quizlets, I still have them, they're on my account. I will make them public and I'll link them down below because they are very useful. So I made a Quizlet for every single topic, everything that I thought would be useful. I put it on that Quizlet and then I put that up onto flashcards. So then you can do like this gravity game, and you can do this flashcards, you can do question and answer. It's just really, really easy. So what I loved about that is I could take my iPad into school, go into school, the day of the exam, the day before the exam, things like that, quiz myself. The lesson before, I remember being in French, they let us revise for our exam, and it was Christianity or something, and I tested myself on all these quizzes that I made, and I ended up getting a 9, so I was really happy about that. And I think the main thing about RS is knowing everything, so what you need to do is like absorb all the information. So it's mostly about learning like what Christianity is, what is Islam. This is my folder, and it's actually got a little index here, so it's got like, I colour coordinated them and numbered them, and actually I made this topics to revise checklist, which I did quite a lot of, and it says Christian beliefs, living the Christian life, marriage, family, etc. So what I would recommend doing if you're making a checklist, find all the stuff on the PLC you don't get, put it at the top priority. Then put the things that you're kind of like iffy about. Then if you have time, do the stuff you know, because the stuff you know is in your head already. If you don't know it, do it, because that might be the thing that gets you the 2 more marks to get a 9. That might be the thing to get you a 7 or a 3 or a 4 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So then here, I think this is Christianity, the pink. We had like quotes. So these are all the quotes for each topic. My teacher made me this, and we did a school like revision session with her after school, and basically we just learnt these quotes, and I did flashcards to like learn them, and I'll show you those in a minute. But yeah, so this is just finishing off the quote. The quotes are really important in philosophy, so if you don't know your quotes you're going to struggle a little bit, so I would really recommend doing flashcards or however you learn. So this is the Christianity, the first topic. So what I did some flashcards, this is a mind map. Mostly did mind maps for philosophy because I feel like they're a really easy way to learn. I did that for the next topic, and you can see that I did that quite a lot. And even for abortion and I think euthanasia. I definitely did one for euthanasia, I don't know what that is. And then what I did was, this is an example, this is the nature of God. Grab these, put them on my wall, and then every time I looked up, could read it. Yeah. Also, I would really recommend teaching your parents or whoever you know, or your friends, whatever, your knowledge, because then you know what you're missing out and they can like test you on things, and it's just really good. So now we're getting to the main stuff. I don't know where my other... Highly recommend mind mapping it. These are lifesaver. Muslim beliefs, all the topics, all of them. Obviously I didn't do this one, just Al-Qadar. Don't know why I didn't do that, but do all of them. Summarise them. For 6 beliefs I put Tawheed, Malaika, Holy Books, Nibawa and Risala, and Al-Qadar. So I did this for every single topic in the spec. These were made by my teacher. If you want these, I think they might still be on my VLE. So there we go, that one, and that one. So these took me ages, but those were the most important thing. Probably the best thing that I did out of the whole course. Then you can put your quotes there, everything you need to know, and you can just learn it. Whatever you do to learn, that's what you need to do. So another main thing that I did was flashcards. So this might seem a bit excessive, but I love to use flashcards because they're just the best way. So, made quotes. Okay, so I had a lot more flashcards, don't know where they've gone, but these are living the Christian life, living the Muslim life quotes, and matters of life and death quotes, which I assume is for Christianity. I had a lot more flashcards, but obviously I've lost them. Oh yeah, these are useful as well, bulldog clips. And you can go, we believe that abortion is E, but we also believe that to withdraw, C, is E. In an imperfect world, the right choice is sometimes space. So this is what I did. Don't know if you can tell. On one side I put the quote, but with missing words. So this is actually, it actually reads, we believe that abortion is evil, but we also believe that to withdraw compassion is evil. In an imperfect world, the right choice is sometimes the lesser of two evils. So, and then that is what it says on the back as well. How I know that? Flashcards. So that's what you do. You basically test yourself. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You just go through the flashcards. If you watch my GCSE week in videos, I've got a whole series on my channel. If you click on, I think it's GCSE or school, on my playlist, it will be there for you already done. Please watch it. You'll see that I did it the morning of the exam. I learned my Quran quotes, and that's really important because then if you got information you have to back it up. So now let's go on to how to do the essay. So speaking of essays, I did a lot of practice exams. These are your best friend when it comes to doing an exam because these are what you're doing, like the exam. You're doing the exam. The exam is an hour and 45, yeah. So the exam is an hour and 45. Do these whenever you can. So if you've learnt a topic, do the test for it. If you've learnt some quotes, do the test for it, because then you know where you're going wrong, what you're doing, and you can improve. So I did those. I didn't get my teacher to mark it, but I did them. So yeah, I would get you... I would do practice exams, get your teacher to test you. So how I would structure the question, so A, there's 3 parts, you have to write in sentences, you can't bullet point. So it will ask you something like, state 3 religious traditions other than Christianity in Great Britain. So you've got to put, there is Islam. Another one is this. The third one is this. So then, that's pretty self-explanatory, but you need to put it in prose. Don't do bullet points because you won't get the mark and you'll kick yourself because they are 3 easy marks that you can just get if you know it. So yeah. B is 2 paragraphs, PE, Describe two differences in forms of worship between Catholic Christianity and other forms of the main religious tradition of Great Britain. In Christianity, there is liturgical and non-liturgical worship. However, in Islam, there is Salah, which is etc. So you've got your point. Then you need evidence to back this up. I know this because they do this, so they wash their hands before they do that, you know. And then you explain. So they do this because I don't know. You know what I mean. So make sure you got PE in there, and you'll definitely get some marks for that. For the C part questions, oh actually, wait. Yeah, I think this is another 2 paragraphs, I'm not actually sure. But I think this one you put a quote in one of them. Yes, you do, because there's 5 marks for this one. So, explain 2 reasons why the family may be important in Catholic life. In your answer, you must refer to a source of wisdom and authority. So, that is the quote. Or, you can put another source of wisdom, but I would recommend doing a quote, because that's easy. So I put family is important in Catholic life, as God said, be fruitful and multiply. There's my quote. This depicts that family are important to populate the earth, etc. So another PEE. So, point. Family is important in Catholic life. Evidence, as God said, be fruitful and multiply. Explain. This depicts that. See? PEE, people. Then, you need to do a D part question. This gets you all the marks. So this one is 15 marks, which means that grammar, so spell your shit right. If you've got dyslexia, then, you know, obviously, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but people will take that into consideration, and you'll get consideration marks. Also, structure. So do paragraphs, do, you know, all your things that you get taught in literacy. Do all that, because that is what matters in this one. You get like, I can't remember how many you get. I think you get 3. I don't know. You get a few. So snatch them, sis. So this one says, belief in Trinity is the most essential belief about God. So that is the statement. Evaluate the statement, considering arguments for and against your response. If you could refer to Catholic teaching, different Christian points of view, reach a justified conclusion. So what you need is for, against, evaluations, and conclusion, and some evidence. Belief in the Trinity is the most essential belief about God. What I would do is I would annotate it. So belief in the Trinity is the most essential belief about God. So who thinks that? So some Christians would agree with this because, and then you do that for your revision. And then some people wouldn't agree with that because they think another teaching is more important. So which teaching is more important, you know? So for the evidence, or the source of authority, I put Nicene Creed, omnibenevolence, transcendent divinity. I don't know why I put that. Some Christians may agree with this statement due to the Trinity making up the 3 most important aspects of the God. The Father Almighty, one Holy Son of God, the Holy Spirit, Nicene Creed. Then, they may argue that it is more important as it used an affirmation of faith before and after prayer, signifying the Trinity as Christians pray often. This is a strong argument. See, this is my evaluation, so this is a strong argument, as prayer is an essential part of Christianity and helps them to gain salvation. So I would argue that evaluation is the most important part because it sums up your opinion. Like, it says, I've got a personality, I've got an opinion, I think this. So I would say, if you're going to do anything, explain it, then do an evaluation. Even if you don't really know what you're talking about, just say, it's a good argument, it's a weak argument. Because if you do that, the exam board are going to think, wow, this person knows what they're talking about. Remember, do the flashcards, learn the quotes, learn the content, and you'll be set. So, yeah, I think that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I've done this for a certain subscriber. So thank you very much for requesting this video. If you did like it, please give it a massive thumbs up. Subscribe down below to become part of the subscriber fam, and let me know how you did in your GCSEs when they're finished. So come back to my video or follow me on my socials, they'll be linked down below. If you'd like to know anything else about GCSEs, if you've got any questions for me or about my channel, then please feel free to comment down below or DM me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!